Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakapadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Jim Messenger Millstone and teaching the word well. Shalom, shalom. And this is Brother Nabala here with another lesson. And pretty much this topic, you know, uh, that motivated me to just really have Bashim Shai to make this lesson was a spiritual incident that happened at camp, all right? And it was real spiritual, man. We were at camp, and the brothers, were talking about the time of the RFID hip, all right? Being implemented, and those that take that chip, you know, they're gonna you know take that chip, in order to survive, in order to eat food, to have food on the table, man. All right, and so as we were talking about it, you know, um, this Jake, he had walked up to me, and right in the midst of talking about these things, all right, one of the brothers was, saying that, that the Lord is going to take care of us, that we're going to eat, man, pretty much. And as soon as he said that, man, right on cue, the Jake walks up, with a goodie bag pretty much. Had apples, Greek yogurt, oranges, sandwiches, and things like that. And he comes up to me and he tells me, hey man, take this bag, man, and if you could, give it to the homeless, man. You know, and I find that very spiritual, man, because at that same time, that was when the brother was saying that the Lord is going to take care of us, that pretty much that we're going to eat, all right. And so you know, we were like, damn, man, we were just in awe. The timing couldn't have been perfect, man. And we know that's, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, giving us signs. All right, that's beautiful, man. That was a beautiful sign that Yahweh Bashim Shai showed us, man. All right. And, you constantly, always have spiritual things happen to us at camp. And it's beautiful, man, to know that Yahweh Bashim Shai is with us. All right, it's beautiful that he's showing us the signs, or that he's healing, man. It's a beautiful thing. All right, and pretty much, what motivated me, to do this lesson, was that incident right there, man. So, we're gonna get some scriptures on that. That Yahweh Bashim Shai, man, is gonna take care of us, man, in the times of Jacob's trouble. All right, in the times of trouble, man, he's gonna take care of us, and it's beautiful, man. So we're gonna start. We're gonna get the book of Psalms, 37 and was it 37 and 19? All right, but let's read the top of this right here. All right, the topic is that security of those who trust in Yahweh Bashim Shai and insecurity of the wicked. All right, so those that trust in Yahweh Bashim Shai, man, are going to be taken care of. Those that are, doing the necessary things. All right, to please the Lord, man. All right, pleasing Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right. And living in righteousness to the best of their ability, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability, man. All right. So let's get Psalms 37 and 19, and it says, "They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied." All right. Uh, so yeah, man. The elect. All right, we're not going to be ashamed in those evil times to come. All right, in the day of Jacob's trouble, all right, according to Jeremiah 30 and 7, all right, a lot of people are going to perish in that day, man. All right, the next verse says, "But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of Yahweh Shai shall be as fat of lambs, and they shall consume into the smoke, shall they consume away." All right. So, the point, the wicked are going to perish, man. The righteous, are going to, be satisfied, man. Yahweh Shai is going to make sure that we have everything that we need, in that day, man. All right. In that day of Jacob's trouble, in that day of trouble, he's going to make sure that we're taken care of. So let's get that in the NLT, Jeremiah 37, and we'll start at 19 again. It says, they will not be disgraced in hard times, man. All right, in times of trouble, in hard times, even in famine, they will have more than enough. Yeah, how about you, Shai is going to make sure that we're going to have more than enough, man. He's going to make sure that we eat. All right, he's going to make sure that we eat, man. All right, and that's beautiful. All right, it says, but the wicked will die, and Yahweh Shemashai's enemies are like flowers in the field. They will disappear like smoke, man. All right. So the wicked, man, the wicked are gonna wither away from starvation. All right, they're gonna wither away, man. They're gonna perish from starving. While the elect, all right, are going to have more than enough. They're gonna be satisfied. All right. What does the scripture say? The scripture says that let's get that, man. I will laugh at your calamities, man. Um, let's see. Laugh. uh, I'm pretty sure it's Proverbs. Oh yeah, Proverbs 126. It says, let's see. Let's start at 24. It says, because I have called and he refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But he has set not at my counsel and would none of my reproof. All right. It says, the point, I will laugh at your calamity and I will mock when your fear cometh. You see, when your fear cometh as a desolation, your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. It says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear Yahweh Bashem. They would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof, man. All right. So, that's the scripture say right here, man. He's gonna laugh at your calamities, man. All right, and that's how he's gonna do that through the prophets, man. All right. While we're eating good, while we're satisfied, man, Yahweh Shai is gonna laugh at your calamities, man. All right. So that's beautiful, man. That Yahweh Shai showed us that sign. All right, giving the signs, man. That Lord's will, Yahweh Kazah, Baba Kashah, that we're gonna be taken care of, man. All right, and Yahweh Shai, man, he's gonna show plenty of miracles, man. All right. And just the miracles that he shows us, through our daily walk, all right, in this wicked ass society, this how much more is he going to show, in the days of trouble, all right, in the days of Jacob's trouble. So let's read this again. It says, they shall not be ashamed, they shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied, but the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of Yahweh shall be as fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke. They into smoke shall they consume away, man. All right. So what does the scripture say, man? It's what is it's better to perish. Let me get that scripture. Uh, it's better to uh, what's the scripture? It's better to perish than to uh than to starve. What is it? It's in Lamentations. Oh, here we go. The book of Lamentations, 4 and 9. Let's get that. Lamentations, 4 and verse 9. It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. It says, for these pine away, stricken through for want of fruits of the field. All right. So it's better that you be slain by the sword, man, than starve to death, man. All right. It's and that's gonna be a lot of people, man. 2/3 of our people are gonna be slain by the sword, man. All right. and a lot of our, a lot of our people are gonna, pile away from being starving to death, man. All right, and that's part of the sword, man, because a famine is coming. That's part of the sword that Yahweh Shai is bringing, man. All right, you know, a famine. Let's get that. Um, I know it's in Ezekiel. What is Ezekiel? I know it's in the book of Ezekiel. Um, yep, Ezekiel 5:16. Let's get that. This is Ezekiel 5:16. It says, "When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction." You see, the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. You see, it says, "So will I send upon a famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, Yahweh Shemashah, have spoken." All right, Yahweh Shemashah is going to send the evil arrows of famine. All right, and many people are going to starve. All right, and that's going to be a lot of people are going to pine away. All right, that's going to be their destruction, and that's got to be how a lot of people are going to die, man. All right, so let's get that in NLT and see what it says in NLT. It says, "I will shower you with deadly arrows of famine to destroy you. The famine will become more and more severe until every crumb of food is gone." Damn, you see? The famine, man. So famine is definitely coming, man. All right, and the scriptures tell us, man. What does it say in the book of let's get that in let's get that in what is it Proverbs Slakia. Proverbs 10 and 3. Let's read it in the KJV first, and we'll go back to the NLT. It says, Yahweh Shah will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famine, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked, man. All right, so he's not going to suffer the soul of the righteous to famine. He's not going to allow us to starve. All right. Let's see in the NLT it says Yahweh Shah will not let the godly go hungry, but he refuses to satisfy the craving of the wicked. All right, so if you're wicked, man, Yahweh Shema Shai is not going to, Yahweh Shema Shai is not going to cover you, man, if you're wicked. All right, those that are righteous, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to make sure that, you know, that the godly, all right, the elect aren't going to go hungry, man. And that's beautiful. All right, that's beautiful, man. That Yahweh Shema Shai gives us these signs, man, to show us, man, that he's looking after us, man. It's beautiful. All right. Um, let's finish off with this in the book of Isaiah, man. What is it? Isaiah, um, man, is it 13? Salakia. Let me go to NLT. Let me check the KJV. Um, no, it's Isaiah. Um, my servants shall eat. Damn, what is it? Isaiah. Damn, I know it's in Isaiah. My servants shall eat. Isaiah 65:13, Salakia. 65 in verse 13, it says, uh, therefore thus said Yahweh Bashim Shai, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. You see? So the servants of Yahweh Bashim Shai are going to eat, all right, in the time, in that day, man, in that time of trouble. All right, they're gonna be well fed. They're gonna be satisfied, as we just read, man, in the book of Proverbs and the book of Psalms, man. All right, the ungodly, are we're not go hungry. All right, we're gonna be satisfied in that day. All right, what does in the book of Sirach say? Uh, Sirach, let's see, will not be confounded. Um, oh, matter of fact, let me see. I looked that up earlier. Let's see. It's Ecclesiasticus 2:10. It says, look at the generations. It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh Bashim Shai and was confounded? All right. Did any of the prophets back then, that trusted in Yahweh Bashim Shai, the Yahweh Bashim Shai ever, let them down, man? Did he ever, allow them to, be punished? No, he didn't. All right. And it says, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Were any of them forsaken, man? No. Any of Yahweh Shai's servants, any of his men, all right, back in the ancient times, man, the prophets of old, man, they were never they were never forsaken, they were never, confounded. Why? Because they believed Yahweh Shai. They had faith. All right, like what is it? Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, man. That's a beautiful, beautiful account. All right, of when they got thrown into the fire, man, and they were protected, they were covered. Why? Because they had faith and they believed in Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. All right, that's the type of faith that we need, man. We need that type of faith and know that Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to feed us in that day, that He's going to take care of us, man. He's telling us in the scriptures, man, that He's going to feed us, that He's going to take care of us, man. All right. So it says, Ecclesiastes 2:10, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in how Bashar Shai was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him, man? Who did he ever despise that called upon him, man? All right. All the prophets, man, that called upon Yahweh Bashar Shai, man, they were protected. All right. They were fed. All right. They were well taken care of, man. All right. So that's the type of, we gotta have that faith and just know that Yahweh Bashim Shai is gonna be with us. Yahweh Bashim Shai is gonna protect us, man, in those times, man. All right, these are beautiful times that we're in, man. We're in beautiful times of prophecy. All right, and Yahweh Bashim Shai, continually just gives us, signs, man, that He's with us, man. It's beautiful, man. Lord's will, Yahweh Razah, Baba the Shah, that we're part of that hopeful number, man, to be delivered from the destruction of Babylon the Great. All right. So, Lord's will, I pray that this lesson was edifying to you, brothers and sisters out there. All right. And once again, I would like to give all praise and honor and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honors for our elders and apostles of Jim. That's a great millstone to teach them real well. And, until the next lesson, shalom, shalom.